Let me tell you about the chicken free. Stuff and things that make the people see. Look, guys, everybody is good. The people got the heat. Come on down to the pump and you can feel the beat. From the left to right. Don't be uptight, shake it off and do what you want. But the pump it in the club. Hey, Nkrumah Ayodele. Welcome. I'm getting ready. That's what I'm doing. Give me 1 second. I got to get my Sunday drink. Hey, good peoples. Who we got on here? We're setting up with Nazir, that's Chillin. We're doing that. DJ set. No, it's not a DJ set. I am starting with music so that as people come in, they can have something to focus on. But today is the Sunday check-in. Hey, sassy lady, how you doing? Hey, Coco, Aaron, how you doing? I'm waving at the people. All right, who we got? Hey, Monica, how you doing? Good. All right, the people's is coming in. Let's see what's happening. We look on YouTube. No, I didn't actually look on YouTube. There we go. All right, so let me get this together. There we go. All right. Are we here enough? We got enough people to say, hey. Yes, Nkrumah. Let me hold on for a second. Hey, Kiki. Hey, Mama. How you doing? All right, so Nkrumah, this is what we're doing. It is Sunday check-in for us to start our week and do something positive and gather in our energy. So we can't have Sunday check-in without our drink. I got my drink. Look, I got me a new cup. It's a new cup. It says, live well, laugh often, and love much. Now, this is my drinky drink. I got a new teapot, y'all. Don't be hating on my teapot. I'm just saying. Now, in this teapot is chamomile mint tea, hibiscus tea, and spiced rum. There we go. You know I got to have my spiced rum. Y'all know I got to have. Look, I got company today. I have a little friend over who is visiting, and so they've never seen this show before. So if you hear a little hum and hum on the side, that's me. It's family. It's family. We all family. All right. Monica, what you drinking? Kiki, what you got? Hey, Ruby. Hey, Tatiana. Man. Oh, you almost made me say the N word. See, that's my baby. Look, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I used to be a math teacher. Tatiana was in my math class. She used to give me all the hell and wound up being my favorite baby. That's Tatiana. She's still my baby. Hey, Kiki, what it do? It simmers is what it does. Now, I am unprepared today because, like I said, I have a friend here. I've been talking, and I looked up, and it was 6:57. So y'all getting raw Sunday check-in for real. I didn't put on no makeup. I ain't got my clothes on. This is my pajamas. It's just raw. So let's just get to it. So this week, I was thinking about what we're going to talk about. So before I get started, let me say next Sunday check-in is going to be specially dedicated to creatives. We're going to talk about how to use your spiritual tools to help your creative gifts. So if you are a writer, a dancer, a choreographer, a grant writer, a painter, a poet, all that, this next Sunday's check-in will be for you. All right, see, Monica is what we like to call a grown-ass woman. She is drinking caramel Crown on the rocks. You better do it on a Sunday. You better do it. So I like the way you be committing to the Sunday check-ins. I like that. That makes me happy. I do not have a prayer for us today. I usually start out with a nice little prayer. I told you I'm riding dirty today, so I don't have no prayer. Donna made it. Hey, Donna, come on. So I'm about to do our card for the week. And what I kind of want to talk about, I think, I've been thinking about DMX this week. If y'all saw the Friday, if y'all saw the Friday fun dance, you know I was thinking about DMX. I came in on my mop bucket motorcycle. I had so much fun with that thing. So I think what I'm going to talk about is preserving your relationships, because I kind of have a personal thing that I work through. Music artists, yes, Ruby, music artists. If you fall in that category, next week's check-in is for you. All right, here we go with the card of the week. Let's see what they're talking about. It's upright. That might be a good thing. Let's see what's happening. Bam. It's the Four of Pentacles. Now that's good. That's all. You know, the cards have been on point the last few weeks. It's been right on point with what we talk about for the Sunday check-in. And today I'm talking about staying in touch with the people that you love. And this Four of Pentacles is about keeping control of your resources, of your assets, keeping them under your gun like that. Hey, Benjamin. Look, oh wait, I gotta tell y'all this. Look, I know I be fucking up y'all names. I know y'all be like, that ain't even my name on Instagram. Y'all know I can't read, first of all. And second of all, my glasses is up here, so you know I can't see. But it's all with love. Hey, Cherry, how you doing? Hey, Sherry. Anyway, so let's talk about the energy of the Four of Pentacles today. It is saying most definitely you have everything you need this week to make it through. Everything. Financially, you got the money you need to make it. You got the resources. You got the people in your life to bring in the connections that you need. And there is an aspect of keeping track of your assets. So this might be the week that you stick close to your budget. Don't be going out there wilding out. But the other thing is you have to give to take, right? So the biggest message of the Four of Pentacles is don't hold on too tight, right? Sometimes you got to let shit go so that it can flow. Monica, had to go to my phone for a refill. What? Monica went to go get another drink, so she had to go get her phone. That is funny. Okay, but I appreciate the dedication. So today is kind of, I'm not going to tell y'all nothing that I don't already practice myself. So I'm always pulling from my life. So today's Sunday check-in, as we go into our week, is about letting go of grudges, anger, disappointments with the people that are in our circle, so that we are able to value and benefit from the love that is around us, right? Hey, Rod Owens. So, DMX died, and that kind of threw me. First of all, who don't like DMX? No! Oh, no! I'm sorry, y'all. My laptop is about to die. Let me see how much battery I got. I know every week I'll be like, I forgot to charge the laptop. Okay, I'm about to switch sides. No, you know what? I gotta switch. Can you just move this light over that way? I'm gonna show you. I'm about to sit in this chair. Yep. Come on now. Yes. Oh, y'all get a booby shot. Oh, y'all got look at the breasts. I jiggled them for you. Anyway, so let me see. That's gonna move.
Take your light out.
I know it's something bad. Damn it. The light is gonna have to go away. I'm still here, y'all. All right. The light is gone. All right, here we go. I'm back. At least you get to stay on. So that was about to be an emergency. Anyway, so there we go. Okay, we're good now. Are we good? We're good. All right. So DMX died, and that hurt my heart because DMX's voice is the voice of my inner gangster. He is the voice of the badass that lives within me. I'll be like, yeah, it's a little like gruffy voice that lives in me. And when DMX died, I was a little hurt. But what really got me is that DMX, hey, no, 33, was 50 years old. And I was like, I'm older than DMX. What the hell is happening in life? Hey, boss lady. And it really made me realize that life is short, and myself, I was walking around being angry at my very best friend. And I was like, you know what? This is stupid. Let me get this together. And we wound up talking, and turned out that we were upset with each other over a misunderstanding. And I know in our lives, in your life, in my life too, there are people and situations that you have not talked through, that you are holding the anger because you haven't expressed that. You're thinking the person doesn't care. You're thinking the person is not going to understand your side. You're thinking that it doesn't even make sense for me to say anything because, I need to just get over it. And what I'm saying is, in this Sunday check-in, reach out to somebody and have the conversation. We need to have these difficult conversations. Number one, it allows you to see who's really in your corner. Because if you can speak your truth and be like, you know what, I feel a kind of ways about this thing, or I feel a kind of ways about what you said, or, our interaction, or I'm growing in this way and I feel like we're growing apart, whatever your thing may be. You need to be able to speak that truth to your friends, your family, your people that are in your circle, because you need to see who they are, right? It's within those hard times that we recognize the people who truly love us. Because when they truly love you, what they will say is, even if they don't understand why you're mad, they'll be like, I hear you. Let's work this out. Let's talk this through. Let me speak my side. And you might argue to the death, or you might have a very calm conversation, but either way, you're working that energy out. And it allows you to move from this level and move up to this next level within your relationship. Wow, just reconnected to a good friend. Also, come on, Monica, man, we be right here with it. We be right here. So, let's breathe through that. It's hard to be vulnerable. It really is. It's hard to be, because see, here's what I did not want. I did not want to be mad at my best friend for some dumb shit and then get a phone call that she's not here anymore. And I never reached out to say, hey, I love you and I miss you. Hey, Sheree's over on Instagram. So let's do that. Let us see which one. Now, sometimes people do stuff that is too big for you to come back from. Like certain violations does not require you to reconnect. Now, let me get that clear. That I ain't saying that, you got to make up with everybody, because that ain't God's way. He don't want that for you. I'm sorry, I got to reach over here and get my drink on that note. Hear what I said. So, oh, it's so delicious. Anyway, so, things like violating your trust, or violating your body, or stealing from you, or, betraying you, those kind of things. I'm not saying make up with that, because that's a violation. But sometimes we get in our egos, and that's not a violation. That's a growth opportunity. Because we have to recognize when our ego is actually the reason that we are laying stagnant. That when the barrier in our lives is the fact that we can't get past our ego. And so on this Sunday check-in, I'm challenging us to face our egos and to realize when we are being too rigid within our relationships. It kept freezing on Facebook. Probably because my computer was disconnected. So yeah, you got to stop sending your flowers after your loved ones are gone. And it's nothing like getting caught unaware. Look, I remember when I was initiating, and Spirit came down. It was one of my ancestors, and was like, "We don't like the fact that you and your brother are beefing, so you got to go make up." And I was like, "Well, he started it." I was literally like every 7-year-old. I was being good, and he was just being a jerk, and it's his fault. But I am so glad that, and this is why, again, why we use our spiritual tools. Our spiritual tools, especially divination, allows you to see when you're the problem, when you're the one that's keeping things from growing, when you're being unreasonable. The cards don't give a fuck about how you feel. They be like, it's you. It's you. Divination will tell you from the sideline where the issues are. And it's up to you to listen or not listen. And for me, I listened, and I'm so grateful because I wound up reaching out to my brother, mending our relationship, and then he died. So had I been like in my ego, had I been like, I'm right and he was wrong, and he needs to come to me. If I had lived in that space, I would have lost my brother without the opportunity to love him and to allow him to see me loving him. Because for so long we was like, just you say hi, no, you say hi. So times are changing. COVID is taking folks out. Regular diabetes, heart attacks. All this stuff is out here. And especially if you're like me and you're getting older, we all getting older. All you got to do is keep waking up, like my mama used to say. And, we don't want to lose our friendships. I know of a lot of people who have lost really good friends. And it's nothing worse than losing somebody on bad terms and never having the chance or never have taken the chance to reach out to them and say, you know what? I know we have had our disagreements. Sometimes you just have to go to the point where it's like, okay, in this situation where we fell out, we're not going to agree. And that's okay. But I respect you and love you enough that we can move forward from this space. And that's when you got a real one in your circle. Excuse me. So reach out to your people. Mend those bridges. Hey, Palo Santo Queen, welcome. Mend those bridges where you can. Look at the situation and see if it's your ego versus actually being violated in the situation. And don't hold on too tight. When we have the Four of Pentacles, what it says is that holding on too tight suffocates things. It makes things die. And so if you have a relationship, if you have a friendship, sometimes you have to let it breathe. So you have to allow yourself to open up and allow it to do what it needs to do, right? So relationships, sometimes we want to hold on. You're going to love me. I'm going to call you every day to make sure that we still communicate. And sometimes that's too much. You don't have people that is like too much conversation. So, pause. Oh, I wanted to explain why I had to leave and cut ties so suddenly. Yes. No, yes. Sometimes that's real. Sometimes you do have to cut ties in a friendship. That's real. Please don't get it twisted. Sometimes, either for your own sanity, for your own growth, you have to, again, like this Four of Pentacles is telling us, you have to let go in order to give it the air that it needs to transform into what it needs to be to continue. Because our friendships sometimes and our relationships sometimes are like, I am what I need to be in the moment that you met me, right? But then you grow. And now you need time to be in this space and allow the other person to catch up to you. And then y'all get either going to grow together or you're going to grow apart. And you do that sometimes in love and sometimes it's like, nah, forget you and forget you. Woo! And y'all break up. But that's what's needed. Hey, it's Mayday. In that moment. Sometimes it needs the air to breathe so that when you come back, you're able to have that conversation with your friend and say, you know what, in that moment, I wasn't able to be what I needed to be in order to stay in that space with you. But here I'm able to, I'm more whole, I'm more healed, I'm more at peace. I have forgiven or done the shadow work on myself so that I can revisit this and get over that or not get over that. Sometimes when you revisit it, it's really just to say goodbye. Sometimes you say goodbye and it ain't even spoken. You just move forward. And it's okay. It's okay sometimes to move forward without another word spoken. Especially if you know that when you go back, they're gonna pull you right back into the you don't have to volunteer to go back into that. The work that I'm saying to do in this Sunday check-in is the healing work for yourself so that you're able to reconnect with those people that you love and need in your life, who are nurturing to you, who are supportive of you, but who maybe you had some friction with, and it's time now. If you're looking for that sign, is it time to get back together? This is the sign. At least have the conversation. At least start, put the olive branch out, soothe your ego, and face your fears, because that's really what ego is. It's your fears. Your fear of rejection, your fear of being misunderstood, your fear that you might lose this person. Sometimes we don't have the conversation because on the other end of that conversation is a decision. And so you avoid the conversation because you want to avoid the decision. What I'm saying is, let's have the conversations so that we can move as a whole person, so that our friendships and our relationships can be in love and be nurturing and not be that little thing that little rock in your heart. We got to get rid of those, because really in real life, that kind of stress, that kind of disappointment that you hold and just let fester turns into heart disease. It turns into, high blood pressure. It turns into blocked arteries and stuff. So we have to clear that out spiritually and emotionally so that we can clear it out physically. So it's 7:24. That is your Sunday check-in. So I hope you as you drinking your drink. I only saw Monica, me and you, we the only one drinking. These other uncommitted people, they just here listening. Next Sunday, y'all better have y'all drinks. So next Sunday, like I said, I'm gonna do something for the creative process. And this is for anybody that has to create anything, like not just like the artist. Of course, everybody thinks about the artist, but if you have to write reports, if you have to do lesson plans, if you have to do book report, whatever it is that you have to create something out of nothing. If you're rebuilding your house, if you're remodeling, this is going to help you, because what we're going to talk about is exercises that will help the connection flow. And by the connection, I mean, how is spirit trying to communicate through your art, through your creations, how to connect to that so that it's not just you, it's something higher than you coming out of that creation. Pause. Yes, the reconnection happened because of my shadow work along with the burning bowl. Nice. Yes. We did the burning bowl last week. Man, that's good stuff. I told you it works if you work it. That burning bowl was off the chain. We're going to have to do that again. What's this, April? Maybe we'll do it in May. We'll do another burning bowl in May. Speaking of May, Spiritual Tools Part 2 is starting May, the weekend of the 15th, I think. So if you are trying to take Spiritual Tools Part 2, please let me know so I can put your name on the list. And then I will see you all on Spiritual Tools Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central on Mama Lewa page, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. All right. Oh, no, YouTube. And that's the Instagram. All right. So I need to reconnect. I don't know, Sherry. Oh, thank you for that, though. Apparently, it was needed for me to say this. If you are trying to figure out if you should reconnect, if this is an ego thing, or if this is something that is time to process, before you jump into it, check in. That's where your readings come. So you can do easily a 1-card reading. Is it rising in my best interest to reconnect with this person? You can also do a 3-card check-in where it's like you, the other person, and what is the energy of us reconnecting, so that there is a way for you to have some insight before you jump in with both feet and be like, well, shit, I shouldn't have reconnected with this person anyway. I hate them and they hate me. Now, so we don't want to get you in that situation. So there is a way to check. you can do a simple card check-in. You can use your pendulums. Those of you who are working with your pendulums, is it wise and in my best interest to reconnect with this person? You can ask, is my ego the reason that we are not reconnecting? Is it time for me to have this conversation? There are so many questions this is why I say use your spiritual tools. The other thing you can do is you can take it to your ancestors. You sit in front of your ancestor altar and you talk to them about the situation, and you ask them for a sign if it's ready, if it's time for you to reconnect to that person. And believe it or not, they will give you a sign. They will guide you as to how that should happen. So use your spiritual tools this week to reconnect with people if it is in your best interest to reconnect. So either hit me up for a reading, or use your pendulum, or sit with your ancestors, sit with your spirit guides, do a little meditation exercise before you make that commitment to have the conversation, so that you're clear about where you need to be in that conversation and how you need to proceed. All right, then. That's it for today. I will say I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties and the darkness and all that. But what's important is we got it in. I committed to the commitment. All right. Y'all, peace. I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Hey, see, Ronnie, I should have knew you was in there with me. Ronnie got Jack Daniels and Red Bull. You don't know if you slowing down or speeding up. You're going to be in the middle just crazy. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate you. I'm sorry. Teron. Thank you, Teron. I got to keep it formal. Thank you. All right, y'all. Pete, I love you too. I love you too. Who was that? Naomi? I love you, mama. That was for you, girl. All right. Peace. I'm about to start disconnecting on y'all. Who I'm going to start with? I'm going to start with Facebook. Bye, Facebook. All right. We're going to end that. Bye, YouTube.